before, right? So before everything was local, even not local. Before every developer used to develop their own code and they're keeping it in their own laptop. And just in case if their laptop crashes, all the code is gone. So for that reason, they came up with the tools. The first tool was SCCS and RCCS, where this tool, if you install this tool in your laptop, you will be having versions. You'll be having versions concept, but still in your laptop only. Previously, you don't have any tools. Later, they have tools, but the tools versioning, they're handling it in your own laptop. But it is a single point of failure. So just in case if something goes wrong with your laptop, your entire code is gone. For that reason, that is called local version control system. Which one is that? Local version control system. Yeah, LCVS, right? So for that reason, instead of putting the code in our local machine, we are putting the code in the remote place. That is called centralized version control system. So centralized version control system meaning you are keeping it somewhere, but you need to, do you have any code or data in your local laptop? No, all the code is into the remote location. And you need to have a continuous network in order to work onto the remote location. That is also was not good. And the good example was Subversion for it, SVN. Right? And then later we have identified that no, we also need to have a copy of the code in our laptop, and also one copy should be there in the location. That is called what? We have so available. Our best tool thing is what? Git. The full form of Git is what? Global Information Tracker. And then we have discussed about what is this Git doing, who invented, what is the purpose of Git, what is the use of Git. So mainly Git is for use for what purpose? For backup and restore. Say that. Backup and restore, and for tracking purpose, version purpose, collaboration purpose, branching purpose, merge purpose. So mainly the Git mainly we use to do the collaboration and version control. So basically it's for what purpose? Version purpose, versioning purpose. All right. So and also we have majorly how many stages in Git? Many people will say 3. We can say 4 also. What are those 3 stages? Number 1 is working directory. What is that? Now we can call it as working directory also, working tree also. Say that. Working tree. Dead. Like tree. So we can call it as working tree also. We can call it as working directory also. So the next stage is what? Staging area. So all your code will be in your working tree, and you need to give it to Git that, hey, Git Babu, track this code. So for that, what is the command that we use? Git add, which is the command that we use in here. Okay. Initially, when you're in the directory, Git doesn't know anything. So what is the first command that you need to do? Install Git, and then what you need to do? Git init. You need to do. What you need to do? Git init. So you need to initialize the Git. You need to tell, hey, Git, come on, get up, track my code, and then Git will get up and say that, yes, boss, I'm ready. And you do Java coding, and Git will be ready with their hands. Yes, Mr. User, give me the code. Give me the code meaning what is the command that we should do? Git add. Let's use the ACP. First, what we need to do? We need to do Git add. Once you add it, we need to tell, hey, Git, I'm done adding it. I'm committing it. So what's the next one here? Commit. So commit meaning it will go to the next stage, which is called local repository. Which one? The first one is working directory. Second one is staging area, and third one is local repository. So that local repository is managed by whom? Git. The local repository managed by whom? Git. The versions are managed in the local repository only. And is it good to keep all your code in the local repository? No. For that reason, we need to push to the remote repository. Which is the remote repository? GitHub. So A for add, C for commit, P for push. ACP. Got it? So this is what we have learned now. Okay. So the very important thing that I want you to is this. Okay, see here. Initially, you are in the working directory. You can call it as working directory also or working tree also. So what you need to do first, you need to git init. After that, what you need to do? Git add. So now here you do git init and assume that you have 100 files. Of course, 100 files you are giving to git to track my code. But it is up to you. Out of 100, can you give only Java files? Yes. I don't want to track Python files. I want to track only which files? Java files. So you add only what files? Java files. What's the command to do that? Git add Java files. Java everything, whichever the file that you want to add, you can add it. Okay. So here, once you add it, that will go to the staging area. So once you go to staging area, what you need to do? Git commit. Once you do git commit, it will go to the local repository. Then it will git push. It will go to the remote repository. This clear? Working directory. Git init you need to do. And if you want to push, if you want to move it to the staging area, what's the command that you use? Git add. And if you want to move to the local repository, which is the command that you should use? Git commit. And if you want to push it to the remote repository, then you should which one you should use? Git push. Say it with me again. Git add. Git init. How many times you need to do git init? One time, multiple times. In every fresh directory, how many times you need to do? One time. Let's say you create one directory, you do git init. Every time you need to do git init? No. Let's say you create a new directory. Again, you need to do the git init. Because it is directory based. It is directory based. So what is the command to move the files from working directory to staging area? Git add. Which one are here? Git add. What is the command to move the file from staging area to local repository? Git commit. And what is the command to push the code, your files from local repository to remote repository? Git push. What is the command to get all the data, all the files from remote repository to local? Git pull. Super, you remember all this. Huh? Okay, what we do is we have learned all these things. Don't worry. And I have prepared nice everything notepads for you. Say thank you. So I just wrote everything command by command here, so that all this, and you see how much is this Git I wrote for you. See, everything with my hand I wrote. Oh my God, right? Do you see that? How much? So, and for that reason, what you need to do is no need to worry about anything. Remember, it is a little bit hard to remember the commands. So there is nothing harm by seeing it for one time and then redoing it. Once you start practicing it, you'll get to know automatically the commands. Okay? Don't worry about these commands. I'm there for you to tell all these things. So first of all, what you need to do in order to do the Git practice, first what we need to do now? We need to first launch EC2 instance. Yes or no? Okay, sir, is it mandatory to launch EC2 instance to work on the Git? No. So you can do it in your laptop also. So there is in my laptop, I used to do something. You can install Git bash. What's that? You can install Git in your laptop also, and you can work there. You can install Git in your laptop also. Once you install Git, it will install something called Git bash. Say that. So I don't have Git bash here. There's no Git bash. You can download it, Git bash, and then using Git bash you can use it. But Git bash is an ID, Somalika. Git bash is a place where you can run all the Git commands. Git is a tool. Okay. How to check sir is there or not? Just go to your laptop and then just type here git bash. Is there any git bash in our laptop? No. So for that, what I would recommend is let us go and launch, because you are expert on launching the EC2 instance. Do everything there, kill it and go. Why you want to make your laptop nasty? There is nothing harm. So you can do it in your laptop also. The same thing you can do it on your EC2 instance. Which one we should go for? Let's go for EC2 instance. But what you can do, install git bash in your laptop and you can do it there also. So let's go. sorry for this cough. Oh, yeah. Which one? Our favorite. Like that. And let's go. Oh, sorry. 7:30 p.m. Editor. Sorry. You can use either you can go for Amazon Linux also, you can go for Red Hat also, Ubuntu also, anything is fine. The only difference is installing Git will be different. Here our Red Hat, what's the command to install Git? Say yum install -y Git. That's it, simple. So let's go and launch instance. Okay, so let's go and try to log into this normal machine. Which one we use? By system, session, SSH, and EC2- user SSH setting. Here, private key. Yes, Dinesh, yeah, good. So, 7:30 now. Okay, so for the first, our landing command. Yes, that is our landing command, our favorite command. Okay, so now you are into this, and then PWD, remember in which directory you are in now? Home directory. You are good in Linux also now. So I'll use all my Linux language also to you. So where I'm now, I'm in my home directory. Make sure that always you should be in your home directory while doing the work. So now here, what I do is, if you just put git, what it says, whenever you say command not found, what we need to do? What's the command for that? Yum install -y git. So remember, by default, git is not installed. You need to install the git, or you can just simply say git-v. Git is there. There is no git. So what's the command now? Yum install -y. Sir, now my habit has changed even to copy files. I use CMD in Windows. CLI is magic. Very good. See, very good, Abhishek. So I told you, once you started liking CLI, you don't go back to Windows at all. But after you'll be doing with the commands, right? And it will save a lot of time. Okay, yum install -y git. Good, Abhishek. So let's install git. Okay, so installation is done. Such a simple installation, right? And how to check now git is installed or not? Git -v. -v meaning here version. So what's the first command here we are using? Git -v. So here you see git version 2.43.5 is the version that we have installed automatically, latest version. Okay, now see now in which directory you are in now? Home directory. Is it good directly? Okay, now I have given 10 movies to you. So you want to copy it in your desktop. Will you copy all 10 movies in your desktop just like that? What will you do? Create a new folder or not? There nicely you'll be creating a folder, that too inside Hollywood, Bollywood, Hollywood, you'll put it and differently you'll be pasting it, right? So here also, if you want to do the project, if you want to work on some code or any Java projects, on Python, anything, so what we need to do is best to create a folder. Here we call it as directory. So in Linux, please call it as what? Directory. So what is the command to create directory? We know this. mkdir. So let's create a directory, mkdir, and then you can give any name. So you can call it as git project. Anything, any name is fine. I'm just for fun, I'm doing it. Okay. Now I created it. How to list it? ls. I want to go inside it. cd git project. So I'm in my this. What I did, I just created a directory, and then what I did, I went inside it. Okay, na? Okay. I'm clearing it. Where I'm now in my git project directory. So now what I'm doing is here. If you want to track the files in this directory, I told you what is the first command that you should use. I'm not asking to create files. I'm asking git to track this directory. Init. What is that? Everyone say that online. Git init. Say that. Git init. So what is the thing that you need to do is here? The first thing that you need to do is here. What is that? Git init. Okay. Okay. See here. Before I do git init, there is a command called git status. Say that. To check the status of my file. When I do git status, it gives a very bad error. Say that. Read it. Not a git repository or any of the parent directories .git. That meaning what here? Not a git repository. That meaning the directory which I'm using is it a git repository here at the moment? No, because to remove this error, first what we need to do git init. So we need to initialize this directory. Inside this directory, first you need to initialize the git. Then only whatever that you do inside this directory, everything will be tracked. Without doing git init, it's a normal folder. If you do just go and put git status, will it work? It doesn't worry about this is not a git repository. So what you need to do here first? Git init. What's the first command? Say that. Git init. See here. Got it? Okay. Guys, everyone understand here? What's the first command that you need to say here? Git init. Now, once you use git init, do you see this here? So everything that you got it here. Just ignore all these things. These are all the hints that this git is giving to you. Just ignore it. Okay. So simply what I'm doing is here. Do you see what it says? Initialize empty git repository in which directory? Home, EC2, and git project, and it will create something called .git directory. What is that on here? I'm clearing it. Now, I want to see the .git directory. Can you tell me what is the command to list the files? It is not showing. ls minus. Yeah, why are you putting a .git? I told you in Linux everything. I mean Linux dot meaning here hidden. To see the hidden directories, we need to use -al. Do you see .git? Whenever you see in a directory .git, that meaning that this directory is getting tracked. This directory is getting tracked. Understood? Online clear enough? This is directory. Do you see? I told you what is here. Do you see here? D here. See D. Got it? Okay, fine. Everyone clear here how to initialize the directory? Initialize the git. What's the command that I have used? Git init. Okay. Now I do git the status. What I'm doing? Git the status. Now it says here no commits yet. Nothing to do. That means do we have any files here? So do we have any files to track it here? No. So let us go and create one sample file. Can you tell me what's the command to create a file? You will use VI. You can use VI also, or you can use touch also. Let's say for example, I'm just using VI. Which one? Let's say for example, index.html. Here should I put some sample code? You can put any code, but let's take a little bit realistic. Sample index.html code. Okay. I'm just not this. Guys, I can just put a hi hello in there. Well, that's fine, right? Or let's say for example, I'm just copying this. Okay. Test. Okay. I have written this. So how to save it? I'm not explaining how to save because we already done all these things. Okay. Okay. So now we have index.html. So if I do ls, we have index.html or not? Okay. Now whatever that I'm writing inside this directory, everything is getting tracked or not? Everything is getting tracked. Okay, fine. So now how to see my file is getting tracked or not? You see, git the status. What is that? Git the status. Say that everyone. So git status will show you whether the file is tracked or not. By default, this file is not tracked. That's why it is showing in which color? Remember, red color meaning not tracked. Here see, untracked files. What is this here called untracked files? So by default here, whatever the files that you're putting inside is, by default it is not tracked here. But Git will be tracking it, but it is not added. So it is not considered as a tracked files. Now, what's the command? First you need git init. So we need to do ACP, right? So what's the command we need to use here now? Git add. Now if I want to tell my git, hey git, maintain my index.html in your staging area. Now I want to move index.html to staging area. What's the command? Super, git add. Which file? Index.html. No sir, I want all. Is it only index.html? I can create multiple. Okay, I can. So if I have multiple files, then what's the command? Git add. Dot. What's that? Or git add star or git add -f. I'll teach you later. Let's go one by one. So let's go git add index.html. So my index.html is in which area now? Staging area. Say that. My git.html is in which area? Staging area. How do I know it is in staging? It is tracked now or not? Very good. What's that? Git status. Now which color? Whenever you see this in green color, that means that is in staging area. Which area? Staging area. Got it? Okay, now. So now my index.html is in which area now? Staging area. I'm clearing it. So which is the famous? Always we run which one here? Git status. You should have that habituate. Whenever you go inside the directory, first command what should you do? Git status. If the directory is not initialized, it will say error. Babu, I don't know what is this repository. Then what did you do? Git the init. So first, most of the time, what is the common command that we use here? Git status. By doing git status, right? By using git status, you will get to know the information. You know the condition, status of that particular directory. Now I say git status. Now it is in green color. The green color meaning in which area it is staging area. Now I need to move that staging area to local repository. What's the command? Fantastic. Git commit. So now we have here git commit. We have a small argument called -m. -m meaning we need to put a message. Just imagine in real time, I have hundreds of files. I need to commit all the files or not. So I need to give a nice name or not. Why you are committing it? Let's say I'm a developer one. I'm editing index.html. So I need to mention what I have edited. So any other developer will see this commit message and will understand, oh, he has updated this. Okay. So here I'm doing my message is, I'll say my first commit. Which file you are committing? Index.html. Read that. Okay. Online, is this clear here? And now if I hit enter, you see this? It says that it has went to the repository. And you see here one file change, and inside this, and do you see this number here? You can ignore all these things, guys. You can ignore all these things, okay? You can ignore these commands also. One by one, we'll learn all this command. And you see 100644 represents it is just a file. So now everyone clear here how to create a file, add it to the staging, and commit to the repository. Now you tell I'll do it. Let's create a file. Touch. Touch. Let's say hello.html file. First do git the status. Is it tracked? Not tracked. Let's track. What's the command? Git add. Don't do git init. Git init will be done only for one time. We are in the same repository or not? Do git init. No problem. What it says? Reinitialize existing. That means it's already initialized. There is nothing wrong in doing it, but it's saying it is reinitializing it. No problem. Okay, now do git status. We have hello.html which is in red color. That means which is not tracked. Now let us go and track it. Git. Okay. Before that, should I go and do some small entry in hello.html? What's the command? Vi hello.html. Let's go. This is hello page, for example. Do git status. It is still in untracked. Let us go and track it. What's the command? Git add which one? Hello.html. Now what do next? Git status. Now it is in green color. That means it is in which area? Staging area. Now let's commit it. What's the command? You tell me. Git commit -m in double quotes. We need to put message is important. Where is mandatory, right? And what do you call? This is my second commit. You can give anything, but I'm just finally giving it. And which one you are giving? Hello.html. Fantastic. I'll shut my mouth and you tell me. I'll run the comments. Create one more file and then commit it. Please tell me. Is there anything now? Yes. So this is if you know these things, it will be easier for you. And is this clear? Everyone understood, guys? Online? Online, everyone understood? Okay, don't worry, I'll do it. See, I created a project here. Okay, I created a directory. I went inside it, install git. I did git-v. I did git status. I wrote that also. You get an error because this is not initialized. After that, what you need to do? Git init. Check again. Git status. And then here touch index.html. And then I went inside index.html. I wrote something here. This sample file. And what you did again? Git status. Will this be tracked? This is not tracked. What you need to do track? Git add index.html. So this command to move to which area? Staging area. Now what you do again? Git status. Now the file is in which area? Staging. Which color? Green color. Next, what you need to do? Git commit -i. My first commit to index.html. Now the file is in. We do get status. Whatever we do, track commit, etc. will be in which folder? .git. So here, if I do ls, that is in header directory, right? If I move ahead, whatever that you are doing, everything will be inside your .git. But don't go inside and check everything. You may get YouTube short git in 15 minutes with it. Okay. You guys are liking this. So I give you one more example, and I have given third example, third commit. Is this clear till here? This part. Online cities, can you please see? Can you please give me CC clear? Everyone. Super. Next, what we do is now, that is a very common thing that we always do. That is a very common thing we always do, right? What I want you to do is, that is constant, Somalika. What is that? That is constant. This is constant. This number is constant. So you should be perfect on doing these three things. What is this? Creating the file, write something inside the file, and git add. And then what you need to do now? Git commit, and then push. We are not doing it. Why we are not doing push? We have done AC only. Have I done P till now? No. Why? Because I want to teach you first everything in the Git, then we'll go to the remote GitHub. So push is for which one? GitHub. So to reach the GitHub, first we'll learn everything in the local first. Everything will go with the local first. Okay now. Okay now. So now there is a command here called to see the logs. What is that here? Next is logs. Say that everyone. Logs. So what is the command here? We say git log. Say that. Now here I have done how many commits I have done here? Everyone online answer it. How many commits I have done? 3 commits. 3 commits I have done. I'm a developer. Yeah. Assume that I'm a developer. I have done 3 times code modification. I have added to the Git. Right? How many commits are there now? 3 commits. I want to see all the commits. What is the command? Git log. Say that. Git log. Listen carefully. Git log. Do you see this now? This is the commit ID. Some nasty number. And here do you see here? Who is this here? Say it. Author. Say that. Author. Say that. Author. What is that? Author. That meaning author meaning who is doing these commits? Who is the user here? Root. So by default it is taking which user here? Root user. And then when he has committed, and what is the commit message? My third commit, my second commit, my first commit. So now here we have something called head. Say that. Head meaning whatever that your commits that you are doing, everything will be inside the head. Head is the main thing. So I wrote it here somewhere clearly, the definition of head. I didn't write do you see? Head is a pointer to the current branch. I told you what is the default branch that we have? Master branch. Say that everyone. Say that everyone. What is the default branch that we have? Online, put in the chat today. What is the default branch that we have? Master branch. So head is a pointer to the current branch or commit that you are working on. So here, which is the latest commit? This is my latest commit or not? So that the pointers, everything information will be inside this head. Head is like a pointer for that particular commit. Okay. Now question for you here is, see, let's go up. If you follow my documentation, it will be very funny and nice also for you. Right? Don't worry. Okay. See now. Now, how many commits I did? 3 commits. So now I have done 3 commits. Assume in your real time you might have done 50 commits. Is it good to see all the commits in one shot? Your eyes will pain. But I want to see only first 2 lines, 2 commits. So what you can do is say that git log -hyphen 1 line. How many? 1 line. And how many lines that you want to show? How many commits that you want to show? Your wish. 1 commit, 2 commits, 3 commits. How many? I'm putting here 2. How many commits it's showing? And do you see, does it showing the very big nasty thing or it's showing only few numbers? This is a short. So which is my head is pointing to the latest commit. Which one is the latest commit? Third commit. And here it is showing how many commits total? 2. Why it is showing 2 only? Because I mentioned here 2. So if you want to shortly see the commits, then what's the command that you should use? Say with me, git log -hyphen 1 line -2. Now if you don't put anything, if you just put 1 line, it will show all the commits in short format. Let's show these very big nasty things. Do you see this here? It is not showing author, date, everything. It's not showing. It is showing only the commit to, and which is my header point. Which commit is my header point, right? And then my just 3 commits and the commit message. In real time, by seeing this, I can easily understand which developer, which user, on how many commits he has done, and what is the commit, what he has exactly modified. Everyone remember this carefully. In your real time, this commit message is very important. By seeing this commit message only, I can identify in this particular commit what are the things that has happened. Yes or no? In real time, don't give like this is my second commit, third commit, first commit. No, you can say modified integer value, something. Whatever that you have modified inside it, you need to mention that in the commit message. Is it clear? Online. So you tell me here. I want to see all my commits. What's the command? Fantastic. Git log. Clear. I want to see only short form of my commits. Git log -hyphen 1 line. Enough. I want to see only my 2 commits. Git log -hyphen 1 line -2. Sorry, 1-2. Clear. And there is also something called git to show. Say that. Git to show. There are so many commands will be there. One by one you should learn. Git to show meaning whenever you see head and then master, that is the latest commit or a previous commit. Fantastic answer. What's that? Latest. Git show will show you the latest commit. Git show will show the button here. Latest commit. That too with author, date, what is the commit message, and which file is the latest that he has put it to the repository. Fantastic command. Which is the command here? Git to show. Git show will show the changes of the last commit. Which one? Changes of the last commit. Is it clear? You see this here? Git show I have given, and you can put the git show, and then you can put the commit ID. Commit ID meaning what here? This is the commit ID. Let's say, for example, I'm using here git logs. Okay, git show. I want to see only this particular git show. And you see? Can you see the same thing or not? Same thing. If you want to see particular commit in details, what you can do? Git show and the commit ID. Git show and what? Commit. Now I'm giving one task here. I want to see the first commit information. What's the commit? First to git log. Git log meaning you'll get a big nasty thing, right? Hyphen hyphen, one line you did. Okay. Now you understood. You have got a first commit, and I want to know details of the first commit. Fantastic. Git show. Copy this, and then paste it. Fantastic. You see this? What are the things I have added here? It shows green color. Plus meaning added. Minus meaning removed. You all understood how to see the exactly which commit and details of this commit? What's the command that we use here? Git show. Is online clear? And then here, guys, these are all related to git log only. So git log, if you want to show last two commits with the difference. Last two commits with the difference. We have done last two commits, right? Third commit to second commit we have done that too. And I want to see the difference between these two. In real time, what happens is one file, multiple people will be committed. But I want to see what developer one has committed, what developer two has committed. What is the differences they have done? What's the command? Git log, say that. Hyphen P, hyphen 2. How many commits that you want to see? You see, only two commits it will show, and you show the difference. Which file? So in this latest commit, file 3 has modified, and then in the previous commit, hello.html got modified. And this is the change that he has done there. So what is the command to see the differences? Git log hyphen P. What's the done here? Git log hyphen P. And then here, git log hyphen stat. Say that. Say that, everyone. Git log hyphen stat. Git log hyphen stat will give the entire summary of your all the statistics. Basically, it is the statistics. Summary of the changes. So guys, generally in git log only see how many things I'm showing here. Is it clear, everyone? Online? Online, is this clear? Yes, that also I'll cover. Don't worry. Git difference also will use. We'll go one by one. Okay. So here also I have given you to something to see less information, and also here git shortlog. What is that? Git shortlog. So it will just show only the commit messages. It will show only the commit message. So what are the commits that we have done? So what are the things that we have done? What are the comments? You understood? Okay, fine. So I just wanted to edit one file, index.html. I want to modify something and I want to add it to the repository again. Tell me how do I do? I want to edit my index.html. I want to add it to staging and I want to add it to my local repository. What do I do? PI. Which one? Index.html. I want to edit it. Press I. And I'm just putting something like P. I call it as my second para. Some modification. I saved it. What I need to do now? Before that, what do you need to do? Get a status. What is that? Get status. Can I add multiple things also? Yes. Okay, now again, what do I need to get? Add which one? Index.html. And next, get commit. Call it as first line something. What is that? Second line, second paragraph, right? Second paragraph, right? So, and then which one here I'm committing? Here, and get a status. Like this, how many times that you want to modify it, and then add to staging area and commit to the local repository. And if you want to see the logs, so I have mentioned you all the logs information. Online, is this clear till here, everyone? And there is one small command which is interesting. Many people doesn't know. We call it as git blame. What is it? Git blame index.html. Git blame will show you who has changed which line. This will be very interesting in real time. Who has changed which line? And all these lines will be has changed by whom? Root. Has changed by whom here? Online. Who is here? Root. The first line is changed by root, and all these lines are changed by root. And what's the command to see that? Git blame. Say that. Say that here, everyone. Git blame. Clear? Online, is this clear? Do you have any questions on whatever we have learned? Not new questions, but whatever that we have learned. Do you have any questions? Super. Okay, nice. Okay, then see here. Now, I want to yes, correct. And then see here. I want to here see the difference between two commits. There's a question for you. I want to see the difference between two commits. What is the command for that? Excellent. Git log hyphen P. So git log hyphen P, and you can put the commit messages. So git log hyphen P, and how many numbers that you want to, how many commits you can put that. I'll show you one more command for that. There are multiple commands, right? You remember any one of the commands, but I want to teach you everything. So for that is I'm saying. So first of all, I want to see the commits. What's the command? Git log hyphen one line hyphen 2. I want to see the difference between these two. Git log hyphen P hyphen. This is the difference. I can do this also, and also I can use git diff. Say that. Git diff. Okay, for that what I need to ask is first I need to say, okay, what is that? Git diff, and you need to see the difference. You need to put this one here, dot, and you need to put this one here. If you want to see the difference between two commits, what's the command you can use it here? Git diff, and then put the commit ID, call as dot, and then commit ID. And you see this here? You see the difference? If I use -p, it gives such a big thing. But if I use this thing, do you see this here? Clearly it shows, right? My second paragraph is the added one. Previously it was not added, now it was added. What is the command? What is the command for you to see the difference between the two versions, two commits? Git diff, commit ID, colon, dot, another commit ID. Online, clear on this? Okay. Guys, my working tree is clear or not clear? My working tree, I'm using the terminology for you. My working tree is clear or not clear? I'm not asking CC. I'm not asking CC. I'm asking my working directory is clear or not? How do I check? Git status. So that meaning here, using git status, you'll understand your working tree is clean. Nice joke now. Right? My working directory is here, clean. Good, nice. Okay, now let us modify again another file. Which file? Our index.html. How to modify? PI index.html. Let us go and modify one more time. Let's use that command. No, what is the command to copy? Y paste. Control V is in Windows. P. What's that? P. Practice Linux. What paragraph is this? So assume that people are modifying some code inside it, right? Okay, I'm saving it. Okay, I saved. Did I add it to the staging? Did I add it to the staging? No. How do I check? Git status. I'm not adding to the staging yet. But in my local repository, index.html is there or not? Listen carefully. In my local repository, index.html is there. But that data, my local working tree data, same or different now? Same or different? I just added no third paragraph. Both are different. Now I don't know whether both are same or different. So again, you use git diff. Say that git diff. So by seeing this git diff, it will show you the difference between your the changes, the compare changes working directly to the staging area. Which area? In our staging area also we have our index.html, right? So in our working directory, what is there here? My third paragraph is there. But in my staging, do I have it? No. So there is a difference or not? So if you want to see the difference between your working tree and staging area, what's the command that you use? Git diff. If you want to compare the changes between working directory and staging area, write this, tell me. No, don't write. Online people write it, you tell me. Working directory and staging area. Say that. Online, tell me. Working directory and then we have three stages now. Working directory, staging area, local repository. Now my data is in there in working directory. I want to compare my data from my working directory to staging. So what's the command that I use for that? Git diff. Okay, now let me add it to the staging area. What's the command to add? Git add, which one? Index. Now I've added. I want to see the difference. I want to now see from where to where differences. From staging, from next staging to local repo. Staging to local repo. What's the command? Same git diff, but hyphen staged. What's that? Git diff hyphen. So this will show there's a difference is there or not. So this line is there in my local in staging. You're getting it. So from working directory, I want to see the difference between working directory and staging area. What's the command? Git diff. And if you want to see the difference between my staging area to local, then hyphen stage. So once I push to the local repository, that is final. I want to see the difference between these stages. What's the command? Git diff. Git diff from stage 1 to stage 2. Git diff hyphen stage meaning from stage 2 to stage 3. That meaning local repository. Git status. What is the status now? What is the status now? What is the status now? If I did git status, what should I do now? You should say, so my file is tracked, my file is in which one? Staging area. What I need to do next now? Commit, what is that here? Git commit minus m and then blah blah, give some name. Right, and which one? Index that is. Clear, and then what is the git status? Online today, clear enough? Okay, so I showed you, I can see. What is the command to see the difference between stage 1 to stage 2? Online, tell me the answer. Git diff. Very good. What is the command to see the difference between stage 2 to stage 3? Git diff hyphen stage. What is the command to see the difference between stage 1 to stage 3? That is also there, no? I told you stage 1 to stage 2, stage 2 to stage 3, and now we need to see stage 1 to stage 3. For that, we need to use a command called diff git head in capital letters. What's that? Now my working tree, now you tell me. I'm not running this command. You need to tell the output for this. See. My working tree is clean? Yes or no? How do I know my working tree is clean or not? Git status is clean. So my working directory, working tree, and local repository both are same or different now? Same, because both are clean. Now, do I have any difference for me here? Difference between stage 1 and 3? That's why it will not show any. If I push to did this. If I did this, what? What's that? Okay, see here. Now, git status. Now tell me. I want to see the difference from my working directory to my local repo. What is this? Git diff, which one? Is the difference? And you see, this line is added. Online. Git diff is from Dinesh. Git diff is from where to where? Stage 1 to stage 2. Git diff head is from stage 1 to stage 3. Super. And the last thing I'll tell you. I want to see all the commits. What's the command? Git log. So many commits. So many commits. I want to see who is the user who committed all this. I want to see who is the user for the particular file. That is git diff. And if I use git log also, for every commit I have an author or not? By seeing git log also, I can see this commit is done by who is this author? Who is the author here? Who is the author here? Root. Is it good to give name as root? But who am I here? Riyaz. My name is Riyaz. Is it root or Riyaz? Riyaz. So I need to give the name or not? So in real time also, it is not good to give that root, because if Jaya is doing all these changes, Jaya name will not be there. Root will be there. Later if I ask her, Jaya, have you done the changes? No, sir. Then I will not know who did the changes. For that reason, for every person, we need to add that particular name. So to add the particular name, so we have a command called, another new command, git config, say that, user.name, say that, say that, git config, user.name, which user? Give the name. Enter. And the same, git config, user.email. These two things we need to do, just to give some email. Enter. Now, let's see the log, git log. Okay, now, git log, what is there? If I do git log, still everyone, previous one was root. Now let's do a quick create a file and we do the modification. Tell me. Touch file 4 dot any file name. Okay. So I'm just going file 4. I'm just adding some data. This is file 4. Then what I need to do? Perfect. Get status. Next get add which one? File 4.html. Next get status. But this is in modified state. But I want to add only file 4. Do I want to add index here? No. Okay. Now tell me what's the next command? Get which one? Commit minus m. Which one? File 4 commit. Which one here? File 4. I committed. Now I want to see who has done the latest commit. Get log. Head is pointer is there and this is the author. And previous was root. And now the author is. You got enough? Online clear? So if you want to see, I might be doing multiple commits with my user, yes or no? I might be doing multiple commits with my user. Is it only one commit? I can have hundreds of commit. But if I want to list only, the author, Riaz, who is that? Git log, which one? One line, hyphen, who is that? Author, who is author? How many commits are there? And that's the latest commit or not? Done by whom? Riaz. And if it is root, all these things done by root only. You understand? This is a very common thing that we do it in the real time. I'll stop it here. Online, is this clear? Yes, I will check correct. So, okay, listen carefully now. Listen carefully. See, everyone, let me ask the questions. I told you, DevOps is all about practice. I'll make my best effort to inject in your brains, but until you practice, you don't get confidence. While listening, it is good. It might be difficult, it might be easy. But when you do the hands-on, it is very chumma. Okay, let me see whether I have injected in your brain or not. This Git comments, which is very crazy comments. See, now, first what we did, we launched an EC2 instance, we logged in. And what we did first? Sudo minus yes we did. After that, what we did? Yum install minus y git we did. After that, what we did, we created it directly to work on mkdir git project. We went inside cd, went inside. And then if you do git status, you get an error because it is not initialized. What do you need to do? Git init you need to do. So once you do, how many times you need to do this? Only one time. So do git init and then create files, touch or vi index.html, write some data inside it, save it. And what do you need to do? Git status. Check first. That is in the red color. That means it is not track it. What's the command? Git add and then index.html. Now you track it is in staging area. Now push it. Now move it to local repository. Give what's the next command? Git commit minus m. Give the commit message index.html. Put it like this. Try to do 3-4 times and give the commit message nicely so that you can understand well. Commit messages. And then what we did? We worked on git logs. We meant the git log will show all the commit history. And if you want to see only short form, git log hyphen one line. And if you want to see only first 2 commits or 3 commits, -2 or whichever number. And I show you the difference between the versions, the commit versions there. And we work on git diff. And I showed you the difference between the stages, stage 1 to stage 2, git diff, stage 2 to stage 3, git diff hyphen stage, and stage 1 to stage 3, git diff head in capital letters. And then finally what I did, if I do git log, all the logs will be recorded with the author name called root. Is it good to give it root? No. So here we have used which one? Git config, and we have added user.name and then email. And then when you do git log, and then when you create a new file and then add it to the git, again, then you check git log and your name will come there. This is what we did today. Clear? Okay, Nana? Super. I hope you enjoyed this git class, and please do the practice. Without practice, I'm telling you, it is very dangerous. DevOps is all about practice. If you want to be very confident to the next class, previous class practice should be done. If you do the practice, then only we can continue to the next class. I'm telling you. Okay, Nana? Fantastic. Online, can you find us for today, please?